Financial wellness. Reach out to them for advice at 855-DON-GINO. And now back to your hosts, Don Getling and Gino Franti.
All right, enough's enough because we have a really fun guest that's coming on today, a longtime friend of mine in the real estate industry, Miss Cindy Mason with Realty Executives. Welcome aboard.
Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
I mean, we go way back. We're going to have to say we started in the real estate business when we were like kids, right?
You were.
Pretty close. We go back to what, 89?
1989, yes. When my 3 kids were little tiny, and I used to take them with me door knocking every day.
Well, that's commitment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I hear some people that today they're just like, oh, I got to go door knocking. And you know what? It's really not that bad. It's fun. You get to talk to people and meet people. You just have to have that personality.
Yeah.
And you took your kids with you.
I did.
That's really, really good salesmanship, right? You're like, I'm out here with my kids.
It's like, that is smart. 'Cause my dad used to make me go sell, Boy Scout tickets and stuff in the rain. He goes, who's not going to buy a ticket from you if you're out in the rain? He was right. I sold out in no time.
Yeah, I saw a funny thing the other day. It was, what are we going to tell our kids? Our grandparents were like, I used to have to walk through the snow.
Uphill
We'll be
ways.
like, I was without Wi-Fi for like 15 minutes.
Totally different. Actually, you should check out. Cindy looks absolutely amazing. You can see us live because we have 3 HD cameras here. Go to don&gino.com and click on live streaming. And we're waving at you now. Wave to them, Cindy. Yes, she looks great. And you can see she hasn't even aged. I mean, look at how long we have been in the industry together, and she still looks like a little kid.
Well, thank you very much. And now I'm a grandma. I have 3 grandbabies.
Woo,
Wow, that's a lot of
congratulations.
fun.
Granddaughters, 3 years, almost 1 and 4 months.
Wow.
And the reason I bring up how long we've been in the industry is I think there's a huge, huge advantage to experience. We have seen it all.
Yes.
We've seen
Experience
3
matters.
ups and downs, basically, in our careers. And we've seen anything that can happen will happen, and Gino always addresses is that because of your experience, you know how to see things before they come, basically be proactive and protect your clients, whether they're buyers or sellers, from things that they don't see coming.
Right. Yeah, I've been through many cycles, peaks and valleys. And what I pride myself the most with my clients, both past and new clients, is educating them, letting them know, because I've seen so
Yay.
much. And so I explain to them what to expect every step of the way. I tell them, you don't have to wake up in the morning and wonder, when you're in escrow, oh, I should be doing something. No, if you should be doing something, I'm going to tell you ahead of time.
Okay,
You know
that's
what?
beautiful.
Okay. But it also takes experience, and Don, you'll be able to piggyback on this, but it also takes experience to be confident enough to say, I'm running the show for you, so you don't have to worry. So just follow my lead. If I tell you to do this, then just do it. Don't question it. Don't call 72 other people for different opinions. If you trust me, just follow my lead, and I'm going to walk you through this process the smoothest way possible. It's when they start to do things outside of what we ask them to do that things get squirrely.
They're not allowed. I tell them I work.
They're not allowed.
I work in a drama-free zone.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I bring them into my zone, so it's drama-free, and I tell them they're going to hear from all of their friends now, because they're going to be super sensitive to everybody who's ever done a real estate transaction. Everybody's going to be trying to give them bad advice, and so I'll let them know that you're going to hear all the horror stories. You're not going to have one.
If you follow my lead.
That's right. Well, they're going to do it.
No, that's a good point, because we haven't brought that up. If you just tune in, we're sitting here with a very lovely Cindy Mason with Realty Executives, long-time experienced professional, real estate professional. And that's a good thing to bring up, because like Gino said, it's not everybody, because we do the same thing. We give them very specific direction, what has to happen to make the loan transaction success. And you have to be confident to... and the experience to know to be confident enough to tell them that this is the lead. Please follow my lead, please, because we get so many of those calls. I love that. Oh, and with all the media. Oh, I saw 3% on the TV.
Yeah, what if? And the what ifers, yeah.
What if?
Did you tell them you had a 580 FICO, or they weren't
Right.
listening to you when you said that?
Right. Or did they ask?
Or what about the advertisement I got in the mail the other day? I brought it in just for fun, right? It said, even I got excited, right? Because I opened the mail, it says 2.75% on a 30-year fixed. I'm like, wow, they actually said fixed. Then I'm like, oh, yeah, well, you got to buy it down 2 points. Okay. On an FHA loan. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Anybody can do that. So,
Yeah.
marketing's a funny thing. It can get somebody excited real quick.
I love it when they come to me with questions like that, and I actually encourage them to hit me hard, give me all you got, because I tell them that the more questions that they ask, the more information I can share with them, the better off they're going to be. And that's what's great about working with you guys, is because you guys are so good at what you do, it makes my job easier.
Yeah,
So I
well,
appreciate
that's
that.
why we like work with you, because we love, anybody out there want to buy or sell a home drama-free? Because I know you've all either been part of a drama, some drama, some horror stories, or know of somebody who has. And I can attest, we've worked together, and our transactions really are smooth, but we do help our clients, and we have great clients that do listen, and our heart's in the right place, and I know yours always is.
Well, real estate is a referral-based business. And so we always want to do the very, very best for our clients, because they're going to know and appreciate that I've done the best that I can. And so therefore, they're going to tell their friends, and they're going to tell their friends and family that they like and care about. And hopefully, refer them back to me.
Yeah, I mean, you look at reality is that we've been talking about a lot lately, Don, is the experience, right? So people ask us, can you do a 20-day escrow? Yeah, we can, but that's going to be a horrible experience for your buyer, because they're going to have to jump through every single hoop on the planet. They're going to have to drop everything they're doing all the time. They're going to have to pack everything in the first 10 days. I go, why do you want a 20-day
every duck has to be in a row and not,
nothing can go wrong.
Right.
Why would you ever do that to your client? Don't you want referrals in the future?
Mm-hmm.
And 30's fine too, but really, you make it 40, almost anything that comes up, a title issue, an appraisal issue, whatever it is, it can be managed in a 40-day period. In a 30-day period, 80% of them get handled appropriately. In a 20-day period, your likelihood of having a problem is very high.
Packing on the stress.
Yeah.
All right, Cindy, so we're going to go to a break here in a little bit. So I want to tee up what we're going to talk about the next segment, because I'm really excited. One of them, of course, is you're involved in a great 7-year-long charity event that's a hoot called the Burrito Bowl. So we're going to go into that, of course. And then we were talking about, your experience and your connection with your clients. I want to also touch on you just put together a really nice client appreciation event recently,
yes,
right?
I did. It was awesome. After 26 years of acquiring clients, and we had my escrow officer, Steve Korn at Newhall Escrow.
We love Stevie.
Yeah, Steve, who just won the cook-off. Sorry.
Darn it. Hey, it's okay. It was my first year. I didn't know all the cheat moves. I picked up a couple moves. I picked up a couple
Mr.
moves this
Steve
time
Korn.
around. Yeah, I had a couple spies over there.
Yeah, so he manned the barbecue. He barbecued 60 pounds of tri-tip, 150 chicken thighs, drumsticks. Those were gone in like 10 minutes. We had just a ton of people. It was a ton of fun. We had a cornhole tournament.
Yeah.
So it was a great time.
It was awesome.
That's very cool. All right, so when we come back, we're going to dive into a few more great stuff. Plus, Cindy's going to share, after so many years, we're not going to date ourselves, Cindy, in this, but after so many years of how Cindy is one, survived this long being in the real estate industry. That's tough enough for all of us. And two, how she's successfully helping buyers and sellers in a very challenging market right now. When we come back to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show.